All right, guys. Well, welcome back. This is going to be part 4 of the Josborne rescue. We received the A-arms, which are awesome, but we still are waiting on the front bulkhead. We had a little hiccup on that, but it should be here within the next day or two. We got it from Rocky Mountain, so all's good. What the plan is for today, we're going to, as you can see, hopefully you can see on that profile, these got pushed in slightly, the face of this where the A-arms mount. So Len's going to use his handy-dandy method from his years of practice and pull these faces out flat, and so then we got a good exactly so we can get a good face on this for the A-arms to mount to. We want everything back where it's supposed to be. So that's going to be stage 1, and then we will go ahead and install the A-arms. We'll even show you how to pop out and exchange come on, Len, help me out here. The ball joints. I had a moment there, and then from there we should be able to get this back as a rolling chassis, other than the front here, and then we will focus back on the plastics a little bit. We ordered the clips, so we have everything we need to finish this off. We'll get the light mounts back in their sockets and all that jazz. So that way, when the front bulkhead and the DPS shows up, we can just throw it in, do a test ride, and we can close this whole series out.
Yeah,
so
wait.
Here we go, Len. Let's see what you got.
We got bigger things to do. Well, not bigger things, but
yes,
well, actually bigger things.
Well, the bat.
Yeah,
I'm
so
calling
anyway,
it the big ass truck.
The big ass truck. So, anyways, he explained they're just sunk in just a little bit, just regular socket. I was going to use a pipe, but socket works pretty good. We'll just get these flat again, so the spacers that go in there will ride nice and tight and will slop. So
just a little handy socket that everybody's got in their toolbox.
Just,
see guys, it brings it out to the main flat part.
Yeah, I don't know how much effort it's going to take, but I don't think much.
Not much.
It's not like it's...
You got the Earthquake XT, so there's nothing that we can't do here.
Well,
there we go. Oh, would you look at that. Huh.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that is nice.
Perfect.
That's sweet action there.
Hey, who said I didn't know what I was doing? Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow, that's almost that's like factory.
Could go a little bit more, just a touch, just a.
It can't hurt.
Just a snapper. Yeah, you don't want to mess up the threads.
Yeah, and breaking the bolt is not really an option because, guys, we would literally have to pull out the front diff to get that little assembly out of there, and that's not something we want to do.
Yeah, perfect.
It's not something you're going to want to do either.
It couldn't come out any better.
Yeah, so we have a nice flat surface now to mount to. So from here, we're going to go ahead and get on the ball joints. So do you have the Clippy Dewey tool out already, or?
Yeah, I took the one out already because I was getting bored.
Oh, gotcha.
Waiting for Ryan. I couldn't wait. Oh, yeah. It's they're pretty simple. You don't have to have a press to get them out. I don't know if I ever said that, but
that might have been me.
I don't know.
I think the top ones you might have to press out. So we're back to that same tool that we told you guys that everybody needs to really have in their little repertoire of tools. It's going to get you around a lot of X3 stuff for sure.
Where'd my socket go? Yeah,
just tap it out.
Yeah. That's all.
Look at that.
See that? Don't need
Would
a
you
press.
look at that? That's something.
If anybody tells you you need a press, tell them to kiss your press.
I think that's exactly what he told me.
Press their lips against your something.
There's the old Hammer X3.
Let's go.
Just ready for a rip.
I gotta get some of my decals ordered for that. The new logo.
Oh, I still have some. I just need to bring them over.
And I ordered t-shirts and stuff.
Oh, nice.
T-spring. So they're supposed to be here.
Really?
Yeah, that company I'm not too sure about.
I'm not either. But the shirts turned out nice. I liked them, the ones that we had ordered. So yeah, don't forget, guys, we've got some M3 off-road stuff on there, and we put the prices right down to where we're not making anything off of it. We just wanted to have people have access to if they wanted. You know, really, Len and I are just seeing this as a hobby more than anything. But we appreciate anybody that supports us. So, all right, so that just drops back down in there. I'm guessing another little tappy,
Yeah.
and then a ring install.
Yeah, we might have to get a socket on the outside of that.
Can you just put it in here? All right, guys, so first thing you want to make sure you do is not put it in upside down, because that would
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad to get it back out.
go well.
Yeah.
So what we found, guys, is just because the ball joint will go past this surface to press it in, we've been...
Let's do it this way.
Yep.
So we can see. Okay.
So we get him in, and just put this little spacer dewey right here.
Yeah, you got to be able to protrude that a little bit.
Stay in the center of your vise, so you're not tweaking your vise or anything.
Perfect.
A little bit off. There we go.
Perfect.
And then on she goes. This way, you guys, you don't have to have a press in your shop.
Well, you got to have at least a vise, or take it to a machine shop. They'll press it in.
Yeah, they won't charge you much. There you go.
There it is.
You can see you want to make sure you get all. Well, we got a little bit more than the seat. There we go. Now we're in. So just like that. Now, if you want,
Put the clip back on. Whoops. Just like that.
I want to make sure it did not snap in. And so at this point, we've got the ball joints in. We're just adding the wear plates to the bushings here. The bushings that were in the wreck are shot. You can like physically see the force direction on every one of them. So we did new bushings inside the new A-arms as well. So what we're gonna do now is go ahead and we're gonna install these and get the tie rods all wrapped up, get the steering back in. That way that she's basically a rolling chassis again.
Yeah.
All right, so we had a chance to button up the A-arms, as you guys saw. Put them back in. We're using the XRC ones because Jason needs all the protection he can get. It turned out phenomenal, guys. We have a little bit of wheel scrub that we're seeing at the moment because everything's fully extended, but she's right on. I mean, everything looks awesome. So Len's gonna go ahead and drop her down for the first time on all four wheels, and we'll take a look at how everything ends up here. We couldn't be happier. This, for what happened and the amount of work we had to put back into it to get it back on the road. I mean, it's a testament to Can-Am. They really designed, yeah, they designed these front ends to take the damage without messing up your entire frame. I mean, granted, we were lucky. You know, not many people are, because you can get into blowing these out and so on and so forth. But you can even tell, I mean, even things like this. I don't know if you guys remember, this thing was like bent up like this, and with just a little bit of heat, she dropped right back down. Oh yeah, sorry, was off my, oh yeah, she's coming down nice. And then if you could rock it back and forth to let that suspension settle. Oh, she's okay, she's coming down some more now. Wow. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Turn, no, I think we're straight. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, so on the ground, I think she is good to go. And even though we're still pulling the DPS out, so we still have to get underneath and do the DPS. It hasn't showed up yet. We ordered it. You think it's one?
Yep.
The steering wheel straight.
We're turned to the left right now.
Oh yeah, we are, like.
So it's 1 tooth. Okay. Which is not a
yeah, I'm going to take back what I was about to say, that we got lucky on the spline, but that we can correct when we pull the DPS. We can, you know, recenter.
Yeah.
I mean, we were totally guessing at it when we put the rack back in.
Well, Can-Am has there's a yellow line on there that indicates where it's supposed to be, but it's,
that's right.
They just put it on there with a paint pen, so it's this tooth or that tooth.
Gotcha.
So that's, we're off 1 tooth.
Tough to differentiate.
No biggie.
But yeah, that was off film. We got the rack back in because that was okay. You guys probably remember we tested that. It was fine. So all that's left at this point now is to get that front bulkhead in. And we're going to still continue on a little bit more with this video. We're going to button up the plastics. The headlights, as I mentioned before, popped out of their ball sockets and whatnot. And I got the clips from Rocky Mountain. So we'll continue on with that. But really, honestly, I don't think we could be happier with this turnout. She definitely needs a wash. She's still covered with a lot of Badlands dirt. But other than that, we should be fully ready to go for Tip-Up Town. So if you guys are in the area and you're interested in Tip-Up Town, there's definitely not going to be enough ice. That's for sure. So, but there's still going to be the festivities going on, and we're going to be running the trails. So that's our plan for next week. But in the meantime, starting probably Monday or Tuesday, depending on when this bulkhead shows up, we will button up this machine and take it for a test drive, and you guys will be there to see that, and should be done. We can write it off the list, and the next big project is the Bat, the big ass truck. We're gonna get her in here, and our plans for that. Oh, Ash is here.
All right.
Nice. We haven't seen Ash much. You guys remember him? He was there at the beginning, and for our snowball fight last week. So the plans are to move on to the truck. We're gonna do a double layered bed, so we'll be able to pull 2 X3s on, plus have a lifting one that goes above for a 3rd X3. So we're hoping to get 3 machines on the Bat truck. So that'll be awesome. So you guys will be there. So that'll be our next series. So thanks for sticking with us. We're gonna move on to plastics now.